Jeremy must have overslept. Numb, with a pleasant lethargy, he felt good. Suddenly, memories of the night before came back to him. His struggle to breathe and move, the old man's sudden appearance, his words and his tears. Jeremy could feel the burning sensation on his hand. Then he heard what sounded like a quiet whimper. Fear tingled his consciousness, and he opened his eyes to look for the old man. He sat up abruptly, and flashes of light shot through his spinning head. He wasn't at the hospital anymore. He was back in the room where he had first woken up. The whimpering stopped. He took stock of his body, trying to understand his presence in this bed, and stopped cold. On his left ring finger, a gold wedding band glinted in the morning sunlight. What is this? Where's Victoria? He called out to her weakly. The whimpers started up again. Jeremy called out again, this time with more force. For a brief moment, perfect silence fell. Then, a piercing scream rang out right next to him, startling Jeremy. Inside a wicker basket a few inches to his right, a baby stretched his little body in an effort to expel the angry howls. Crimson, he screamed until he was out of breath, gasped, hiccuped, and started all over again. Dumbfounded, Jeremy felt like he was actor and audience for the same scene. Where did that baby come from? A ringing telephone finally broke the repetitive rhythm of the baby's cries. Jeremy tried to locate the phone by focusing intently during the few seconds the baby paused to catch his breath. The telephone had already rung 4 or 5 times by the time he found it. Jeremy? It was Victoria. Good God, what happened? Why is he crying? It's too soon. I don't know, Jeremy fumbled. Where are you? What? Where are you? He almost had to shout to be heard, which only made the baby scream louder. Don't yell like that. You'll scare him, Victoria warned. I'm at the gym. I just finished my class. Oh my goodness, he needs to settle down, little monster. Put the telephone next to his ear. Jeremy obeyed without comprehending fully. He didn't hear what Victoria said, but the baby grew quiet. His eyes seemed to be searching for the origin of the voice. Then finally, he fell completely silent, still trembling with hiccups, his skin clearing slowly. There, Victoria said with satisfaction. His mommy's voice made him happy. If he cries again, pick him up. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Happy birthday, my love. Jeremy thought he was going crazy. Victoria hung up, and he stood there, frozen on 2 heavy legs, unable to take his eyes off the telephone. The same nightmare. I wake up on my birthday and part of my life has vanished. This time I'm married. I have a child. Is this some kind of joke? The baby started crying again, bringing Jeremy out of his trance. The screams irritated him. They interrupted his thinking about this new crisis. Jeremy hesitated to pick him up. What do I care about this kid? Jeremy grumbled out loud, immediately regretting his hostility. I don't even know how to hold a baby. Jeremy finally moved to pick up the little boy. His tiny head fell back abruptly. Jeremy vaguely remembered a tip he'd once heard and placed a hand under the baby's neck for support. He leaned the baby against his shoulder and felt the little body stiffen under his fingers with each cry. He hesitantly paced back and forth across the few feet that separated the bed from the bathroom door. The baby hushed. Jeremy remembered the electric calendar from his last awakening and walked over to the wall. The photo of Essaouira had been replaced with a picture of the Russian cross bridges in Lyon. He'd spent the first years of his life there after his parents left Morocco. The day and the month were the same, but the year had changed. May 8th, 2004. 2 years? 2 years since I went to the hospital. 2 years I can't remember. 2 years evaporated. Tears suddenly slid down his cheeks, emptying the lump in his stomach. At that moment, a key turned in the front door lock. Victoria came in. She had changed. Her hair was shorter, cut into a bob, her features transformed. Jeremy thought she'd blossomed, rounder than before, more feminine.